Hello and welcome if you're new here. I'm Arkayla. I'm a shamanic healer, a channel, and an alchemist. And every single week I do a free psychic reading. And this week I'm going to be reading from the Sufi Tarot by Ayeda Husain. This is a beautiful pack. I'm not going to do a tarot reading. I'm just going to use tarot cards and intuitively read from them for your week. Please let me know in the comments below how the reading resonates for you. I really love hearing from you. I have 3 cards here, so if you want to go straight to your reading, just go to the timestamp below and you can go straight to the chosen number. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss your weekly reading. I'll see you at your reading. So if you chose card number 1, this is your card. So it looks kind of punchy, but don't panic. I actually, as soon as I saw this card, the energy that came through immediately was, a breaking energy, but in a way of like breaking from old energy and really moving into the new now. It's like no choice, game over. What has been is leaving. What is coming has pretty much arrived. And it's super exciting. This isn't a time to be afraid of. And it's not a time to be afraid, full stop. This is a time for really powerful trust. What is not serving you is being removed from your life. Please don't hold on to it. That is going to hurt you. This is going to be the most cleansing, like a really deep cleansing in your life. So if a relationship is ending, if you're moving from one place to another, or if like me, you're currently packing up your entire home and you have no idea where you're going, this is a time to really trust that you're being put in the right place with the right people in the right scenario, because that is happening, and it's happening for all of us. You're in great company. But honestly, it is going to be a really big shift. I mean, look at this. It's like black and white. These are 2 very different places, and this crack is a real separation energy. And so, as I've already indicated, the more you can allow it to happen and find courage in it, the biggest transformation we can have as an individual is to understand that what's happening in our lives is happening for us and not to us. There is a force that is greater than us. It is the force that has created this world and everything in it. And this force has been known by many, many names, and you can call it whatever you like. I choose to call it mother love, because my relationship with my mother was not the easiest one. And yet I have developed this relationship with this force of life, literally life force, that I call mother love, because I decided that my life was working for me, that everything that was happening to me was happening for me. And as soon as I could start to relate to my life experience from that place, the fear dissipated. Hasn't gone completely. I still have moments where I'm like, oh, but I've learned and continue to learn to trust this process, because everything that we put into our lives, we get out. And if I put trust into this force, a mother force, that's how I like to call it, because mothers aren't always kind, but they've got a perspective that the child doesn't, and they're trying to help them out. And sometimes that journey isn't always as pleasant as it needs to be or wants to be, but it does get the results that it needs. And essentially, when I come from a place of believing that life is flowing for me, then I can stop putting up so much resistance to it. The biggest thing we can do is allow love into our lives, whether that's through financial abundance, whether it's through relationship, whether it's through purpose and knowing one's reason for being. Allowing love into your life allows ideas, allows support, allows opportunity, allows you to feel supported, allows you to believe that you're going to meet the right people, that whatever's coming next is going to be a pleasant surprise, not something that you need to try to control and figure out. And this card, it is really all of what I've just described in great abundance. Because this is what you've been calling in as well. And that's super important to remember, that we are all manifesting everything all the time. Nothing happens to us, it's happening because of us and for us. And so if something is being taken out of your life that you're not happy about, if you can try and find a way to let love in from a place of, okay, I didn't want to let this go, but if it has to go, then there must be something better coming. And that's it. There is something so much better coming. Trust it and allow it. I allow myself to receive. That's the mantra for this week. Lots of deep breathing. Breathe into the tummy. When you catch yourself breathing up here, bring it back into the tummy and just feel your nervous system regulate and say to yourself, I trust the process, I allow myself to receive. I trust the process, I allow myself to receive. And just let that which is not lined up with your optimal timeline leave your life. And this could be friendships, relationships, jobs, environments. It feels like it is going to be quite significant. The more you can flow with it, the less resistance and obstacles you'll experience, and the more pleasant the experience will be. So I trust the process. I allow myself to receive. I am feeling you. I'm riding the same wave. So sending us all lots of love, and take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now. Money one last week as well. If not, don't worry, that there was a similar theme last week, and it's financial abundance. And this is so what this card is about again. And so what's coming this week is this relationship with finance, this relationship with money is going to change. Okay, and so what they're saying is that you may have had quite a scarcity mentality around money, which comes from a place of, I have to hold on to every single penny I have. And because there's been a fear around it, a fear that if you spend it, then you have less of it. Rather than understanding that when you spend it, if you do it with the right energy, you're giving to the world, you're giving to the person or company that is in service to you. And that means that it will just flow back to you. And so you're actually creating space for more abundance to receive more. So if you can see this kind of infinity loop energy here, and that's what it is. Money it's this infinite loop. And so when you spend it or invest it in a service or in a product which is of benefit to you, all that's happening is there's a value exchange. And through the service or product that's provided, you are receiving. And if you can come at money from this place of, I give and I receive. And when you give it, when you don't spend, you never spend money. You never spend it. You always invest it. And when you invest your money and then you receive the value of that investment, which might just be feeling good, you can put a donation in a tip jar and just feel good about supporting a cause that you really value. And that in itself, that appreciation for what this value is, or just feeling good about giving someone who hasn't got much something, that return of value is already experienced. This kind of flow with money, this relationship, that's the right word, this relationship with money is what is happening for you at the moment. This learning about abundance, because you're always abundant, and to spend/invest, to invest your money into something is all about the way you feel about it. If you're spending money, you're losing it, okay? Rhetorically speaking. So if that's how you attach energy to the experience, i.e. I'm spending, therefore there's a deficit, therefore I'm losing money, then that's what you're going to experience. It's literally, life is a self-perpetuating experience. If you can experience finance as a form of love, I invest my love into this product or service that it responds to me with value, therefore bringing me love back, your experience with money becomes really nice, becomes something that flows in and flows out and flows in and flows out. And this is your invitation to change your experience with money, to see it as a partnership experience. See how it flows between two people? And this is very much your opportunity to see abundance in a new way, as something that is given and receiving, new word. Inhale, exhale, you give, you receive, you give, you receive. All of this energy is always flowing in our life experience. It's just how we flow with it. So let me just see, what's your mantra for this week? I breathe in and out with money, knowing I am deeply abundant. I breathe in and out with money, knowing I am deeply abundant. Isn't that beautiful? Have a wonderful week. I hope that it gives you a new perspective. Enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Take care. So if you chose card number 3, this is your card. It's got these two little boys here. And one of them looks a little sad and the other one's kind of looking over them. Obviously you've got this really big, beautiful golden energy. And so what's coming through for you this week is, I feel like you might be in a challenging place at the moment. And what's coming through is you are turning away from support. You are turning away from the love and the light that is available to you at the moment. And it's not because you mean to. It's because you're hurting and it all feels a bit hard and it all feels a bit tender right now. And I get this sense of feeling lost and overwhelmed, and that is okay. You know, it's okay to feel like that at times. It's just how life is sometimes. And what's coming through for you though is there is either someone specific right there in your life who wants to help you, and for whatever reason you're not allowing that help in, or you're not choosing to recognize it. And I feel like there might be this sense of either I have to do this on my own, or no, what they're saying is, okay, your life experiences have led you to believe that life doesn't work for you, that life is hard. And I really want you to hear this. That is all changing now. That is not true. That has been a karmic experience, i.e., that energy has come from past life experiences which are being healed in this one. Your life is going to change dramatically for the better. And already there is someone or a group of people around you who want to support and love you. But your head is so down in the pain and the suffering and the lostness that you can't take it in. Look how bright that light is above you. This is what is available to you right now. Let it in. And maybe this reading is what you needed to hear. Maybe this is the help that's come in. Or maybe there is literally a best friend or a family person or a family member. Or maybe it's your spirit guides. Maybe you have a loved one on the other side who's leaving you sign after sign after sign and is like, actually, I really feel this is true for someone there, that you're seeing all these signs and you're not letting it register. You're like, oh, that's nice. Yep, I know it's you, but you're not listening. You're not stopping to listen to the message. And the message is clear. You are loved. You are supported. If you can lift your head up from your own suffering, you will receive guidance. Your instincts will light up, or someone will say something to you, and that is going to trigger a aha moment. There is support, and it's right in front of you, but you just can't see it. And it's not because you're getting it wrong. I understand why. It's because of what's happened. But please don't let your past predict your future. It does not have to anymore. I've got my skin standing up. I feel for you. I'm sending you so much love. This can end right now. And maybe it doesn't feel as extreme as this. Maybe it feels more subtle. But I know that if you're watching this, it's going to land for you. So just be aware, there is so much magic around you, and it's wanting to be there for you and lift you up in a way you have not experienced for millennia, because this has been going on for a while. Not just this life, other lives. Which is why, you know what, this kind of sadness or melancholy or even depression, it's familiar, and that is why you're choosing it. And I'm not saying that it's not valid or justified because of whatever you've been through, but I am saying you do have a choice now. You don't have to be living life this way, but I'm afraid you're the only one that can actually do something about it. And all you actually have to do is say, this is your mantra, I let love in. I let love in, and I let go. Because you got to let go of the familiarity of disappointment. I let love in and I let go. And if you want, I let love in and I let go of that which doesn't serve me. Just whatever feels good to you. Sending you so much love. This is a very powerful time for you. I'll see you next week. Take care.